Hi there, welcome to the Barbara Young channel and welcome to my Friday Sews. Yes, it's not Friday, it's Saturday. I'm a bit late with getting things done, just seem to be a bit behind. But first up, let's just say thank you to Jen for creating the hashtag Friday Sews, of which we can all be a part of, to create a wonderful community. So moving quickly on to what I've actually been doing, well, not a lot really. Seems to be very slow going. Because in the UK, if you don't know, we've got a bit of a mini heat wave and it is so darn warm. So I'm just sweltering with this warmth that we've got. So I just find it a lot harder to be motivated to get things done when it's so warm. Which is no excuse really, because I mean, Jen, the creator of Friday Sews, she lives in Florida, I think, and it's always hot over there. So I suppose it's not really an excuse, but I'm just not used to this sort of heat, so I'm been rather slow going. The other thing for reason for being a bit slow going is that the my current make is, well, it's being a bit of a bugger really. It is the Simplicity 8186, which is that one, which is got a wrap, like a wrap dress, and also a slip dress with it. So I started with the wrap dress, so I'll start with that and get on with it. Now, considering this pattern is so simple, it really is a really basic pattern, I shouldn't really have any trouble with it. But I'm just not getting on with it. It just seems to be a bit of a bugger. I've got the mock-up here, or part of it. I've put one little sleeve in this side, and this is just the top bodice section. You have a top section and then the skirt section you attach to it. And yes, it's one of those typical things that you have, and it's a big wider piece and it folds over, you know, those big triangular pieces, and it folds over to create that wrap. But it's the basic pieces are very simple, but the way they want you to do this ruffle bit up here on the shoulder, that's a bit convoluted. I don't like the way they do that. Can't see the reason for it. And then the way that it anchors in the ties, they're not anchored in very. I found this previously on wrap things, is that the anchoring is just really, I found anchors not enough to hold it in steady. So I'm having a bit of a drama with this at the moment, in deciding exactly how I'm going to proceed, what I'm going to change, either in the way that I sew it up or the order of construction. So I was hoping to sort of get on with this and do this, finish the finished product of the wrap dress, and at least have the mock-up for the slip dress done. But I've only got this far with the mock-up on the wrap dress, because it's just, I don't know, I'm just finding it not straightforward. The instructions are very lacking as far as I'm concerned, and not to say that's a bad thing, because it is meant to be a really simple wrap and slip dress, so it should be straightforward. I just find it's just not enough. I'm just struggling with getting it together, considering it's such a simple item, such a simple make. But there you go, some things just don't want to go together well. So a little bit more time over that, and hopefully once I've ironed out what I'm actually doing in the process, then it should come together quite quickly. Now I've actually gone out and bought some fabric. This is something I don't do very often. I sort of tend to sort of leave it and try and use what I've already got before I go out buying other fabric, but I have decided to go and get some just recently. So let's have a look at what I've got. Now the first one is one that I'd already got from previously, but I'll show it anyway because I've still not used it, and it's this stuff. It is this dogtooth like material. Now the trouble with this is that it's very sheer, as you can tell. You can see straight through it. So I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with this. Something very simple really. It's also, it's a polyester or something like that. Yeah, I can just tell, and it'll be a bugger to work with, and it'll just slide about all over the place. So it's got to be something very simple. And I've got, what, I think about at least 3 meters of this stuff. So yeah, my thought was something like either basic skirt or a slip dress, but it'd have to be doubled up so as if it was lined, so I'm not quite sure how well that works. If I just do that, yeah, you can still sort of see through it. It's so darn sheer, but I had that quite a long time now because I bought it in a bundle quite a long time ago, so let's get past that and we'll find out on the next item. You know, I was about to throw that over me. I was going to do a Jen and throw it over my shoulder, but I'm not going to. I'll let Jen do that. Anyway, next up is this thing. Now this is something I bought and I was going to do another project, and what I'd done is I'd taken a small piece out of it. There we go. There's a piece missing, but never mind. There you go. Now it's got a slight velvety feel to it. That's the only way I can describe it. It's quite drapey. Imagine quite a bugger to work with. It was a little bit that I used for something and then didn't make what I was going to. But I've only got a small amount of this. Metre and a half maybe at most. So I don't have a lot. So I mean, maybe a bit of a lining and something, or I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's quite a nice material. These two are brown. I could use this as a lining on a skirt for this stuff maybe. I don't know. Could do. Right, next up I've got this material, 100% cotton, and there we go. I've got 2.5 meters of this. If you can see that, that's got biplanes on it. So that's a nice material. So not overly drapey really because it is a cotton, but I do have 2.5 meters of that. So, and it's a black with biplanes on it. That's all there is on there. So that's a nice material. Okay, next up is some material with some cats on it. Right, cats with ties and sunglasses. Let's just find a corner. Again, this is another, I think this is a Rose and Hubble Fabrics, all it says, but it is another cotton. Again, it's got a bit of drape to it, but not massively. If that's, you can see what that pattern is. It's cats, and some have got neckerchiefs on, some have got ties on, some have got sunglasses on, and there's little ties, red and white ties actually within the pattern. So on a sort of, I don't know, royal blue background. But yeah, that's nice. And I got 3 meters of that. Next up is this one, which is a green material. Let's find a corner. And this is a space themed one, because you've got on it astronauts and the moon and the space shuttle and a radio telescope, an ordinary home telescope, and a couple of planets and stuff like that on there. And that's really quite a groovy pattern on this sort of. Yeah, it's a green. I'm not sure what shade of green. Again, it's a cotton, so it's not massively drapey. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to be making with any of these. I haven't decided yet. I just saw these materials. Just decided to go for a bit of material shopping. 3 meters of that. So big pile there. Next up, I have this one. Find a corner, which is quite a funky one really. I quite like this. That's why I got it, because I love that sort of funky pattern. This was on offer. So I got this was 4 meters of this, because I can't remember actually how much this one was, but it was cheaper than some of the others. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but it's meant to be Bear on his travels. I don't know if it's a, it says Japan Collection superfine cotton 100%, and that's all it says on there. So, but yeah, you've got this green background with this sort of holiday things, and there's little little phrases on there, as it were. Beach yet pick, footfall, hope for, ticket, just different sort of strange little phrases on there. But yeah, and little cars, and he's got a surfboard and stuff like that, you know, bicycle. So yeah, that's, again, being a cotton, not that much drape to it, and I got 4 meters of that, so I got quite a bit. So I make quite a bit with that, not sure what again, but yeah, another lovely piece of material. And then finally I've got something that I think is really quite funky. It is this stuff. Let's get it opened up, find a corner, and this is I don't know what it says. Monsters. It just says Monsters, designed for you by Poppy, Europe, 100% cotton, and this is organic certified. Right, so it's organic cotton, and as you can see, it's like monsters on this sort of mustardy background, and they're sort of like, I don't know, they're not screaming at you, they're sort of like waving and going hi sort of thing. But yeah, I just thought that was so funky, so groovy, the way they are. But yeah, 3 meters of this I got. Again, being 100% cotton, it's not all that drapey. So, but yeah, I just love the pattern on that. That's just brilliant. So 3 meters of that. Again, who knows what I'm going to make with it. So that's my material that I bought. There was a couple of other bits, but they're not mine. I actually didn't pay for them. My wife did. That's for something else that she wants. So I'm not going to show them because I won't be making anything for me. But yeah, there we go. Big pile of material. Got to fold it back up now though, but never mind. So that's it really. That's all I've sort of been up to. You can see my make are very, very slow. They're not going very well. But I'm sure I'll get there eventually. It's just I'm sort of plodding on and finding the positive in it, because obviously when it's a bit negative and it's not going so well, you tend to be a bit like, oh, no, I can't be bothered with that. But I do want to do it, so I think I just need to push on and make that happen really. My stash of material has been expanded, so I've got lots of material, and that's some really nice material. Hopefully that'll be an inspiration to get and make some more stuff, because some of that is really, really nice stuff. Don't know what I'm going to be making with it yet, but there you go. I shall decide at some point in the future. But next up, I want to actually talk to you really about this channel and what I'm doing really. I suppose the thing is, I'm disappointed isn't the right word. I think it's more to do with the fact that the channel isn't gaining much traction, as it were. But for all of you that do subscribe and do watch my videos, I do thank you so, so much. But it did make me think, is there something that I'm not doing right, or am I missing something, or am I not presenting my videos or content very well? So I was just going to put it out there and say, is there something that I do in my videos? What do I do that you like? What do I do that you enjoy watching? But are there things that you find that you're not so keen on, or you think I should do differently? But obviously I want to make sure that the content that is available, that I produce, is something that people are going to watch. So yeah, I suppose as a call out, please do put in the comments what it is that you like about my videos, what it is that you don't like about my videos, what it is you feel that I could change to improve it, and what bits you would say don't get rid of because you really like them. So yeah, please do put that in the comments, because I'd really like to know what you think, and maybe it might help me to, as it were, either refocus or maybe present my videos in a way that make them more enjoyable for a wider group of people, so that everybody can be joining in with the sewing community. So thank you very much for all those comments. I certainly look forward to reading them. So that's about it really. That's everything I've done, everything I've got. Not a lot really, I suppose. Definitely the makes are a bit slow going. I've got a huge pile of ironing to get on with, but as we've got a bit of a mini heat wave here in the UK, I really don't want to get the iron out at the moment to start ironing. At least not till sort of like the middle of the night really. So there we go. Well, thank you very much for watching my video. Please click the like button if you like this video, and put a comment if you'd like to put a comment. They are always wonderful to read. You can subscribe, so then you'll get a notification of when my next video is out. And thank you very much. I look forward to seeing my next video.